Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. So I have a little unboxing decision to make today. So is it going to be box number 1 or box number 2? Okay, so as you can see, I have a little decision to make here. So in front of you, I have 2 boxes. An All-American 921 canner. Now this was bought as a Christmas gift for me from my husband. I guess I was talking about it so much that he was tired of me talking about it and he decided to get it for me for Christmas, unbeknownst to me. So I went on the 24th or so and ordered the Presto, and it came on the 28th of December. So a little after Christmas. So imagine my surprise on Christmas when I open up my dream canner. So my real dilemma now is, do I keep them both or do I return one? I know if I return the All-American, hubby's going to get upset. So do I return the Presto because I just got that one and I bought it myself? So I'm going to try to figure out which one I should keep. If I should keep both of them, if I should just keep one, which one I should keep, and decide which one I should open now because I have quite a bit of canning I need to do now. So I think I'm going to make a quick decision right now and decide which one I should keep to send back or whether I should keep both of them. Okay, so the decision is made. I'm going to open up the Presto canner. Because using the All-American right now is a little bit daunting. It's a little bit intimidating. So I'm just going to open up the Presto canner and get to canning because I have about 50 pounds of meat. And my electric canner will take me 2 days to do that much meat. And I just want to do it like one and done. Even though I'm kind of afraid to use either one of these canners, but especially the All-American code. So I'm going to go with the one I fear least. So Presto canner it is, and I think I'm just going to keep both of them because I certainly could use both of them in the future. I just wanted to see how this top fits. I just couldn't resist. So since I've decided to keep both of them, I'm just going to open up this All-American just to make sure that it is all okay, because there are a couple of dents in the box and I need one of the racks out of it to use in the Presto because the Presto only came with one rack. So I'm going to go ahead and open the All-American canner as well. I don't know if you can see that inside, but it almost looks like it's been, I wouldn't say exactly used, maybe just some drippings or some grease from the actual manufacturer of it, I'm hoping. Gonna wash it maybe, or maybe I'll just leave it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but it just looks dirty. It is definitely shorter than the Presto, and all these knobs and bolts and all that, I just don't want to have to deal with all that right now. So I'm glad. I'm definitely I bought the Presto, and that's the one I'm going to start out with using, because my electric canner will not hold the capacity I need it to right now, and I don't have the time or the energy to go that route. So here I am, just making sure that what it says the jars amount it will hold, that it will hold. I'm just dry testing how many jars it will hold in my Presto canner. And this is the reason I actually wash all my lids before I use them. That is some of the sealant on the top or on the wrong side of that lid. So I want to make sure when I go to check my lids that everything's okay. And I came across this one. I guess that would just wash off and it would be okay, because the underneath still looks fine. So I'm washing all the pieces of my new canner except for the regulator or the dial valve or whatever they call it on the top. I've washed everything up, and I've washed my jars, and I am ready to get canning. I've oven canned them because there's so many. You can either do, depending on whether they're wide mouth or narrow or regular mouth jars, either 18 or 20. So I have my canner ready to go, and I'm gonna get canning. This thing is humongous. This is the biggest pot I have ever had on my stove ever. So I've put the recommended water in, and for this canner, the Presto 23 quart, it says 3 quarts. So I have most of my jars here ready to go with the ham in it, and then the other ones I'm actually going to put hamburger in. So they process for the same time. So here is my last jar of hamburger going in. I already browned it, did all that and processed it. You can see I've stacked it too high and it's ready to go. I'm going to put on my lid and get this thing going. So this is my maiden voyage of my new Presto 23 quart canner with meat in it. I probably should have started with something less expensive than that, but I'm going full gusto. So let's do this. At the last minute, I decided to put some extra water in there, and I'm glad I did, because as the video goes on, you will see why. I did read the manual twice before I started using this canner, but as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the lid, but that's pretty much all my fault. Okay, so my canner has vented out the air for 10 minutes, and now it is ready to accept the weight. My little air gauge has popped up and it's ready to go. It has now built up to the correct pressure for my feet above sea level, and I've got my dial lowered down, and it's ready to now start my timer. So as you can see, it has dropped below 11 pounds of pressure, which is what I should be canning at. So I have to stop my timer, bring it back up to pressure at 11 pounds, and restart my timer. So let's go for round 2. And this is why I like my electric canner. It has lost its pressure again for the second time. So I have to stop my timer for the second time, bring it back up to pressure, and try this for the third time. I am so glad I added that extra water, because if I run this brand new canner dry, I'm gonna cry. So I can't seem to get my electric glass top stove to cooperate. As you can see, it was either too high or too low to maintain that 11 pounds of pressure.
Yeah?
So I got my canner to maintain between 12 and 13 pounds of pressure, and that's where I canned it because I was so afraid of running this canner dry, and I didn't want to waste all that meat that was in it. So after 3 false starts, I'm finally able to get it canned at a higher pressure, and it's now come down to 0, and I'm opening it up, and as you can see, I did have some siphoning, which I already knew because of the way it was canning, and I did have some water left, which is what I was definitely afraid of running this canner dry. So here's the results. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.